There once was a young man named Ryan, just 22 years old, living in a small mountain village. Life had always been simple there. You farmed, you traded, you lived quietly. But Ryan had a dream that was too big for his tiny village. He wanted to be an engineer and build things that lasted beyond his lifetime. Most of the villagers laughed at him. "Look at your rough hands. You're meant for farming, not engineering," they said. Even his friends thought he was foolish when he announced that he would apply to the National Engineering College in the city, a place where only the smartest and wealthiest studied. But Ryan was stubborn. Every morning before sunrise, after helping his father in the fields, he would run 5 kilometers to the nearest library in the neighboring village, studying worn-out textbooks under a flickering light. He taught himself mathematics, physics, and everything else he could find. He failed the entrance test once. And then again. And again. 3 times he failed, and each time, people laughed louder. But Ryan didn't stop. He believed that hard work was stronger than any luck or laughter. On his 4th try, something magical happened. He passed. He was accepted. Life in the city was no easier. Ryan could barely afford his meals. He worked at night stacking boxes in a warehouse, slept for a few hours, and spent his days in class, exhausted but determined. He graduated with honors after 4 years, the same boy who once borrowed pencils because he couldn't afford new ones. When he returned to his village, something happened that changed everything. That year, heavy rains washed away the old wooden bridge that connected the village to the nearby markets. Crops rotted, and the villagers despaired. Without the bridge, they were cut off, helpless. But Ryan, now a qualified engineer, stood up and said, "I will build a new bridge." Nobody believed him at first. They thought he was still the same dreamer who had once stumbled over math problems. But slowly, with only a handful of volunteers and whatever materials they could find, Ryan designed and built a strong, beautiful stone bridge, one that could withstand the fiercest floods. The day the bridge was completed, the entire village celebrated. Elderly men clapped him on the back, children danced across the stone path he had created. His parents wept with pride. That bridge didn't just reconnect the village to the market, it reconnected them to hope. And Ryan? He became a symbol, a living proof that hard work, even when unnoticed or ridiculed, eventually builds bridges to dreams.